Come one, come all, it's time for the Starfall Ball. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brie and this is 4 Paws in a Book. Yes, that was a very cheesy intro, I am aware. But you know what, when you wear a crown, you gotta be cheesy, it's the rule. It is the start of Romantasyathon. It is the start of a week of reading Romantasy and then ending in LA with Romantasy Bookcon, which is just a great little cherry on top. So I'm going to be taking you along this week as we get ready for that convention and read some great Romantasy books. I did put out a TBR last week, I think, but we're going rogue. It's day one, we're already going rogue. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be telling a little story as we go along this week, and we're going to be picking from each category in a way that makes sense as we get ready for this Starfall Ball. So the first thing we have to do is figure out who we are. Okay, we have to figure out our background. There were 4 different prompts for that. I could read a book with witches, with fae, with vampires, with angels or demons. And like I said, it's day one and we are going rogue. This was not on my TBR. Well, it kind of was, but not officially. I have decided that I'm gonna be a witch. No real, rhyme or reason other than I was able to score a ticket slot for Kristen Cicerelli. So I'm going to be meeting her on Saturday and it'll be right after Rebel Witch comes out, so everyone's going to be talking about it. However, I haven't read Heartless yet. So that's what we're going to do today. That is going to be the first book for Romantasyathon. This is a YA romantasy, and so there's probably not going to be a lot of spice. I don't think there's any spice in this, but I've heard that the banter is superior in this book, and honestly, we just need good banter. That's all I need. But this is about a witch and a witch hunter, so it's going to definitely be a rivals to lovers and enemies to lovers. Enemies to lovers doesn't get more high stakes than a witch and a witch hunter falling in love. I have heard nothing but amazing things about this book. Everyone has been talking about it. Everyone has been loving it. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see if I like it. I did pre-order the second book because I wanted the exclusive edition, and Barnes & Noble was doing a 25% off sale. It's fine. I really hope I love this book. We will see though. But that is going to be the plan for today. I actually have a hair appointment today. I'm going to go get my hair colored because it has been a while. Look at this. Look at these roots. They're bad. So going to be doing that. So I wanted to get this intro out of the way so it didn't look like I had very different colored hair, going back in time. So that's going to be the plan for the majority of the day. I'm going to see, I'm pretty sure this is on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm going to see if it is, see if I can download it on Kindle. I don't like listening to an audiobook while I'm getting my hair done just because there's hair dye and my AirPod would get dye in it. I don't want that. But I have to sit there for 45 minutes while it's processing. So I will bring my Kindle along. And then we have dinner reservations tonight at an Italian restaurant down in Salt Lake. Valentine's was yesterday, but I don't like going out on Valentine's. Last night we tried to make scallops. It didn't work super well, but that was in the previous vlog if you wanted to check that out. It was an experiment for sure. But anyways, that's the plan for today. Reading, eating good food, getting my hair done. That's all I want to do today. Hello, happy Sunday. It's been a very lazy day. It's been snowing all day long. We like those big snowflakes that are coming down, you know the ones. And I'm just kind of over it. I do love snow. I like snow when I don't have to go out. But I'm also freezing cold and I don't want to do anything productive, but I need to do things that are productive because, I have a channel that I have to make content for. It's a whole thing. But I am a little over halfway through Heartless by Kristen Cicerelli. I read a lot of this yesterday, almost 200 pages, something like that, maybe a little over 200 pages. And I am thoroughly enjoying this book. First off, the fact that people are calling this YA, I think is maybe pulling people away from wanting to read this because I don't see anything specifically YA in this. First off, there is not exactly smut in here, but there is discussion of sex and marriage and this, because sure, they're young, but they are also important figures. And so there is discussion of that. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that it has to be adult if there's any discussion of sex, because I feel like that's a little bit prudish to think, because teenagers also should be reading about sex. So I don't want, I'm not gatekeeping that, but this has the exact same vibe, the exact same feel as any other Romantasy that's on my shelf. It's very much like this political leaning story. Our main character is badass. She is kind of a little stabby, not like literally stabby, but she is using people for her own advantage, for her own like political and personal gain. I don't know, it feels more advanced than some YA. I don't know. It's definitely a bridge book, I think, for sure. So if you have been like put off by this book, by like, oh, I don't read YA, whatever, don't be. This doesn't feel like your typical YA fantasy story. If I'm not making any sense, it's fine. It's too late in the afternoon for me to say that I need coffee, but I do need some. Either I need caffeine or I need a nap, and I'm not going to get either one of them, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this book, having a really good time. I do think that the plot is starting to meander a little bit. It's starting to get a little bit repetitive, so I don't know that this is going to be a 5-star for me, but I am thoroughly enjoying the banter. I am thoroughly enjoying our two main characters, and there is a lot of tension that is not just you're a witch hunter, so therefore you're not supposed to like each other. There is also this like familial tie to it, because our witch hunter is like trying to woo our witch so that he can like see if she is the person that he's been looking for. But fun fact, his little brother has had a little crush on her for the longest time, and you know, so he's like, oh, I want to sleep with her because my brother likes her, that whole thing, right? So there's this added level, this added layer of difficulty, of tension, and I think it's just tying everything together so well. So yeah, very much enjoying this. Glad it was a good first book for me. I'm gonna try to finish it up today, but like I said, I do need to film a video so that I have content to put up this week. With me going to Romantasy Bookcon, I have more stuff that I need to do this week since I won't have next week. It's a whole thing. But since I do the majority of my filming on the weekends, I kind of have to batch film and film ahead. But you're not here for that. You're here for Romantasy books. So I am going to go film one video. I think I'm gonna like compromise. We're gonna do one video now. We'll do one video probably Wednesday because I'll be home, and then I don't leave until like midday Thursday, so I'll have a little bit of time to do that as well before I leave for LA. I'm gonna film that, and then I will get back to reading this and hopefully come back to you with a positive report, and then we will be moving on to see what we will be wearing to the Starfall Ball. There we go. Welcome back. We're doing another edition in the car because it's Monday morning and I have a job and I'm late for because, again, so cold. I hate winter. I really do. But it was so cold this morning and my dogs were being snuggly, and so I definitely slept in. I also am still trying to like figure out my sleep schedule, and it's just not working. Like I had therapy last week and I was like, he's like, how's your sleep? And I was like, well, you know, I'm getting, 6-ish hours of sleep. There's just not enough time in the day. I have big plans. I have goals. I have things that I want to do with, with my channel, and I've kind of told them about my YouTube channel and stuff like that. And it's been a whole thing, and I'm like trying to go freelance full time. And so obviously I have a lot of things that I am doing. And he's like, that's great. I love that. I love that you're trying to like find an outlet, a creative outlet, that you're trying to like, you're pinpointing your level of stress, and you're actively doing something to fix that. However, as a mental health professional, please sleep. I was like, I would love to. But anyways, neither here nor there. Let's chat. I did finish Heartless Hunter last night. I am giving it 4 stars. I very much enjoyed that book, and I will definitely continue on with the series. I pre-ordered the second one, and so it will be here soon. I guess it comes out technically tomorrow. I know that they've had it in Barnes & Noble, like the actual, like the book, the physical book has been there because it wasn't a strict on sale date. I don't want the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. Normally I do. Normally I want the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. But because, this is going to sound really weird, but because the original cover is this like teal, and then the Barnes & Noble exclusive one is this dark blue. And I feel like next to each other, those won't look as good as the red, which is the original cover. And so that's the one I went with. But I will definitely be taking these to go get signed when I am at Romantasy Bookcon. Hopefully it shows up. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about this. No, wait. It should show up in time. Oh, now I'm worried. Because sometimes when you pre-order from Barnes & Noble, they don't really show up until like Friday, and I leave on Thursday. Oh, I really hope it shows up. Otherwise, I might have to go buy a physical one and then just return the pre-order. We'll see. Once I get my shipping notification, we'll figure it out. Anyways, so we are moving on to what I'm going to wear. I decided to go with a black dress because like a black dress or a black outfit is very classy. And what's really cool is Tori has been putting up these things on Instagram about the, like, you know, if you chose this is your like aesthetic. I do love the things that she put up. However, they just weren't exactly what I was like thinking in my head, because I was like, this is a fae ball. I need to show up. So I ended up going on Pinterest and like finding something that was like exactly what I was looking for. So that is what I'm wearing to the Starfall Ball. And so I had to pick a book, and I decided I have so many options. I know I put out a TBR, but I am going so rogue, and I'm not going off of what I thought I was going to. So I originally had planned, I think, to read The Prince's Poison Vow, and I had fully intended to, got the audiobook for it, but it's like 17 hours long, and for some reason I just like wasn't feeling it yesterday. So I actually decided to start Queen of the Blood Throne by Rhiannon Harkonnen. This is the second book in the Descendants of the Fate series, the first book being The Queens of Moirai, that I read in December last year and absolutely loved. And so this one I started, and I was so confused last night. So I'm only 69 pages in. Nice. Sorry, I had to. And I was so confused. I was like, who are these characters? What is going on? So I go and look on Goodreads. This is a prequel. I don't know why I thought this was, I mean, it's book 2. I thought we were just going to continue the story, but the book 1 ended on a cliffhanger, and I was like, what's going on? Why don't I know what's going on? I was like, okay, maybe it's just like this is from another perspective. We're going to like meet up at the same time, because a lot of times book 2s will do that. But I just like I was not connecting the dots. So I went and looked at the reviews, and they're like, yeah, this is a prequel. This is technically a standalone. And then a lot of the reviews were like, oh, I should go back and read Queens of Moirai after this, because I guess a lot of things are like revealed in this book that kind of like add to the story in book 1. It's kind of like a flashback type of thing. And this is actually our main character in book 1. The names are so weird, and I cannot remember them right now because it's too early in the morning. It's actually her parents' generation. So I'm not sure that I'm loving that necessarily. Like I wish it would have been a little bit more forthcoming in that marketing that this was a prequel. Maybe then here's the thing, that's probably on me. It's on me that I didn't do my research. But book 3 then continues on the original story. So it's almost like when you're watching a TV show and there's a flashback episode. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting right now. So it's a pretty short audiobook. I should finish this today at work. However, I do have a lot of meetings today. We have one of the new brand leaders. We just hired a new leader for one of the brands, and he is here in the office today. And so I know for part of it I will be meeting with him, and so I have to prep for that meeting as well. I didn't prep enough on Friday, and then didn't think about it over the weekend. It's fine. No, not important. I'll get it done. I don't think my meeting with him is until 2, so I have quite a bit of time. So theoretically, I should be able to finish it today, and then we will move on to our next book. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my time with it. I just was a little confused at the beginning. So if you read it, just know it's prequel. But the sun is about to come up over the mountain, and so I'm about to get blinded. So I'm gonna go to work.
Hello, happy Wednesday. I have some things to talk to you about. I'm gonna talk to you in a little bit. But I finished Queen of the Blood Throne yesterday. 5 stars. 5 stars. She does it again. I was worried, okay? When I talked to you, when I was like, what, 20-30% of the way in, I was a little bit worried because I was like, I don't know who these characters are. I don't know if I'm going to connect with them the same way. And by golly, she did it. Not only, like, I was reading this book with my hand like this because I was like, what the fuck did she just do? She, like, this, and here's the thing. If you don't like a villain origin story, this is probably not going to be for you, but it makes me want to go back and read Queens of Moirai again. I don't know that I will, but I kind of want to. I am, like, I was kind of trying to think about this when I finished this book, because I was like, would it have made more sense for this book to be first, like, to actually be a prequel, and then to go back, like, and then to start with Queens of Moirai? And I actually don't think it would have. I don't think it would have been as powerful, because you have certain opinions, certain views on the Queen of the Blood Throne in Queens of Moirai, and they are all just undone in this book. They are, you know, when you frog your blanket because you messed up on a crochet? That's what this book felt like. It was so weird to have all of your, like, what is the word? I can't think of the word right now because I haven't had any coffee today. I worked from home and I just didn't get coffee this morning for some reason. Anyways, your preconceived notions, what, like, everything you thought, undone. And now it makes me want to go back and read the first book with the lens. I think that the first book was very, very good on its own, and I don't think I would have wanted the lens the original time. And that's why, like, I think that this is a good second book, even though it's a prequel. It works. But yeah, 5 stars, fantastic. Oh, it was so good. Lovely. So then I decided, the Instagram came out with, like, the weapon, like what weapon you were going to bring. And if you read from a favorite author, you would get an enchanted sword. And here's the thing, because I already showed you my dress, right, that has this beautiful slit in it. And, like, I need a sword on my thigh to go with that, right? It's just, it completes the look. So do I know who we're bringing yet? Absolutely not. But I do know what I'm going to look like, and that is going to be fire. No, really, that's all that matters. I'm going to read from a favorite author, or I started reading from a favorite author. There were a couple of options that I could have done. I could have done the Alexis Elminard book. I could have done, honestly, like, I thought about just doing the 3rd book of this and just binging the whole series. I could have also done Heat of the Everflame, the 3rd Kindred's Curse. There we go. However, and I know, like, okay, this is going to sound really weird because Pencole is also going to be at Romantasy Bookcon, so the argument is invalid, but I decided I'm going to read Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance by Melissa K. Rorick. This is the 3rd book in the Legacy series, so I will be caught up on it after that. There is a 4th book. I think it's supposed to come out this summer. I didn't know that, but when I went to go look this one up, it's like book 4. I was like, oh, cool. Sorry, my screensaver just went off and it's going to turn me really pink. So anyways, I decided I'm going to read this one, get caught up on it, and I am 130 pages in, so not very far, and let me tell you, we are in a dark place. Okay? Tessa, she's in a dark place right now, and kind of living for it. Let's be honest. I'm not going to go into a lot of details about this book because, like I said, it's a 3rd in a series. It will spoil a lot for you, but just know that the world is massive at this point. Know that the politics of this world are getting so intense, as well as, like, the betrayal that is happening between our main characters, and everything is starting to come to a head, right? There's been so many secrets. There's a crossing guard that's across the street from us, because we live in a school zone, and she dances all the time as people are, like, driving by, and then cars honk. So that's probably what you're hearing. But anyways, there have been so many secrets that have happened since book 1, about, you know, not telling their whole backstory, not telling their history, not telling her things that they know about her, all this stuff. Everything is coming to a head. Every truth is coming out at this point, and my God, people are angry. They're hurt, justifiably so, and I'm having a great time. So, I am going to be continuing this today. I do have a meeting tonight at 6 that is for the volunteers for Romantasy Bookcon. So it's just like an hour, like a get together of like, this is what's going to happen, that kind of thing. And then I need to pack. My flight is at 11:20 tomorrow, which means I have pre-check and stuff like that, so I'm not too worried about it, but I probably need to leave my house between like 8:30 and 9. So I need to make sure like things are charged, all that fun stuff. Camera is charged, all my stuff, and then I need to get my books. I think that's what I'm going to do for a little bit. I'm going to listen to my audiobook and just get all of my books ready to go. I might stamp a couple of them with my fun little stamp thing here. So I might stamp some because I'm going to get them signed, especially if I'm going to get it personalized. I'm also going to stamp it. So it'd be cool to like stamp it before. I don't know. So anyway, that's what I'm going to work on this afternoon. Get the like post-it notes with my name in it so that I don't have to worry about doing that. And I don't have to worry about bringing them or anything like that. So that's the plan for this afternoon. I think Claire and I might hang out on a backstage thing in a little bit. And because she's also coming, and so we can like have a packing stream. Yeah, that's what it is. So anyway, I'll talk to you when I have some more to say, or tomorrow when we go to the airport.
Kind of glad that I decided to fly instead of drive because we got a bunch of snow last night. So glad I'm going to sunny LA. Hello, we are in Los Angeles. It's actually Friday. I don't have a lot to talk to you about. I did read a little bit more of what is this called? I cannot remember her titles. Because they're so long. Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance. I don't know where I got temptation from. Whatever. Tempest of Wrath and Vengeance. I am very much liking it, but I'm liking that like it's really hard to talk about because if you haven't read the series, you will be very confused. But the mental shift of a lot of people, the consequences of hiding secrets is coming back. It's coming back to play with them. So anyways, I'm on chapter 29. Still says I have 4 hours left of this audiobook. I didn't end up listening to any of it last night. So I actually came in a little bit early, and there were a lot of volunteers that were delayed due to their flights like getting delayed, and so they couldn't get in time. So they were very short-handed yesterday, and so I helped out with the registration for a few hours, and then my other shift will be today, this afternoon, and then I'm also helping out at the ball tomorrow. So anyways, it is 7:45. I need to get going because I have a panel at 8:15 with Penn Cole, but I did have to go get some coffee, so that's important. And yeah, this hotel is like super nice. It's very old. Like it's not a fireplace anymore, but it used to be a fireplace. So there's that. That's where you're sitting right now. Yeah, it's a very nice hotel. It's also the hotel where the Delicate music video was filmed, along with like a lot of other movies, like Ghostbusters. There's like a wall of portraits, like of pictures of like this hotel being featured. And in this one, I think it's Ghostbusters, and then the Delicate music video. And I was like, wow. So anyways, I'm very excited about that. You know, I may have screamed it to a few friends. Very exciting. I'm pretty sure, like based on that, it's just at the elevators, like it's down the steps to the elevators. That's where it is, and that's super exciting. So yeah, so I'm meeting Kelly Hart today. She is the ticketed author that I'm going to see, and I definitely want to try to go see Melissa. And then I've got other authors: Kate Dramis, Stacia Stark, a few others. And so I don't know if I'm going to try to like put them all in my bucket today or my box today. We'll see, but I do need to get going because I need to be downstairs in half an hour. So I'll talk to you later.
I also really love Taryn. I know, that's everybody else's favorite. I think Taryn is probably most most like me, like super inappropriate sense of humor, and never takes anything seriously. So those are my babies.
Amazing. What is your favorite book of the series and why?
Glow.
Yeah.
Sure, Glow. So, and the reason why, it's kind of emotional. So when I wrote Glow, probably a week before I sent ARCs out, I had just like a full-on mentee where I said, like, this book sucks, there's nothing good about it, nobody's gonna like it, I've totally screwed up, and I should delete Glow and unpublish Spark, because like nobody's gonna like this. I know. And some friends luckily were like, step away from the computer, like do not delete these books. And I just had to just do it scared. You know?
What's up? I love coming out to these things and seeing a sea of cell phones. And just you guys are
Hi, everybody. Not cute.
Oh, I'm taking a picture of my own face. It's like the double chin, isn't it? Hello, Los Angeles. How amazing does Penn look?
How amazing does Callie look wearing Spark colors? I love it.
We didn't coordinate, but it just kind of matched. Like we showed up and we looked kind of like we did. So
We love a theme.
Hello, happy Sunday. It is the end of Romantasy Bookcon. It is the end of Romantasyathon. I'm in a different hotel because we went to the Penn Cole and, well, it ended up being Anne Callie Hart event because Amber V. Nicole had a family emergency and backed out of the con, and so Callie Hart stepped in to moderate this this like interview that she was doing, that Penn was doing. So anyways, and then because Claire and Sarah are headed back today, well, I think Claire's headed back tomorrow, but anyways, I decided I was going to stay another night, but like at a airport hotel. It was a cheaper flight. It was like $200 cheaper to fly out tomorrow morning than it was tonight, even like with the hotel. So anyways, I'm just staying at like an airport hotel, and I'm gonna fly out first thing in the morning. Technically, Romantasyathon ended yesterday, and I did finish this book, the third legacy book, that I still can't remember the name of. What do you mean the fourth book doesn't exist yet? What do you mean I can't get my hands on this book yet? Because it ends on a cliffhanger. It ends with everyone not being okay. It ends with so many questions, no answers, and I'm gonna need this fourth book yesterday. Last night, actually. Anyways, 5 stars. At least we ended Romantasyathon, we ended Romantasy Bookcon with a 5-star. And it was so funny because on Friday when I met Melissa, because I got to meet Melissa, it was a, like, we were standing in line with another girl, and she was like, yeah, I've read, like, I'm in the middle of the third book. We were almost like on the same page. We were so close. And then I listened to a lot of it Friday evening, and then Saturday, like in between stuff, I was listening to the audiobook. I was reading it on my Kindle when I was in line. I'm obsessed, right? And so then when I met her at the ball Saturday night, because they had like this masquerade ball, and it was really fun. I have some like clips to show you. It was all decked out. It was very, very fun. But anyways, that being said, I saw her, I met up with her, she goes, have you read any more? I said, I have an hour left, I was so close to being done. And she's like, don't tell me. And I said, it's not ending, we're not doing well, we're not okay. And we're still not okay. We're still not okay. Now, I am going to, I bought a lot of books for this. I bought way too many books. I didn't spend a ton of money, but I did spend some. Now, all of my books are packed away, and they're in my suitcase. I packed them up when I left the the conference hotel. And so I'm not going to show you them in this vlog because I do want to wrap this one up so that you guys have access to it. But so I'll have it in my like normal book haul. I'll just be like, these are the ones I got at Romantasy Bookcon. See, I can't say the two things together. Anyways, but I did get special editions of Reign of Shadows and Endings, so and those are in my little suitcase. So let me go get those for you. I'm gonna show those to you. I'm very washed out because I had you in front of the window. That was like the only way to have natural lighting. But anyways, so Fae Crate was one of the vendors there, and their books are stunning, and they had the first two, and so I got them. Apparently they're doing a pre-order for the third one, but I mean they're stunning. Look at these, like the sprayed edges, like so pretty. The cover's beautiful, and then we'll take these off. Like what? Stunning. And then it says on the back, you will learn soon enough that being the most cunning and wicked is the only way to survive in a realm of villains, Little Storm. Theon calls her Little Storm throughout the entire series, and I obsessed. And then this is the naked hardcover for this one. It's got a really bad glare. And this one says, I crave destruction at your hands, clever tempest. Love it. Okay, anyways, that's gonna wrap up Romantasyathon, Romantasy Bookcon. Like I said, I will put my haul in that's coming. It'll probably come like early March, so you'll have like a week to worry about that. But if you do like vlogs, if you like these kind of fun things that are happening, Scatagorathon is a readathon that I'm doing on my Patreon starting today, actually. I've kind of forgot that I was holding off another day, and so I scheduled this, and so Scatagorathon is happening. That is a readathon that is for my Patreon, and it is based on the old TBR game that I did. I used to do categories, and so I made it a readathon for my Patreon, and so I'm actually like still on the Romantasy high, and the first book that I'm going to be reading for that is going to be Songbird and the Heart of Stone by Carissa Broadbent. This is the newest book in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, and so it's not really the Crowns of Nyaxia anymore because it's technically a new duology, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. That's what I'm going to be reading first in that vlog. You'll see that next week because it's going to be a new weekly vlog, and then Realmathon will start in March. Let me know down in the comments below if you participated in Romantasyathon, what was your best book of the week, and if you're not feeling chatty, do the skull emoji. Let's do that. And if you do want to see what my plans are for March, I'm going to put my TBR right here. This is going to have all of my March, my Realmathon plans, intentions, my reading aspirations, if you were. You know, that one was a doozy, my new TBR game. It's not really new anymore. That is all I have for you today. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button that you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!